somebody had listed a 24 pack of Charmin for $37.50 on Craigslist.
It's price gouging.
I'm like, somebody needs to make like some arrangements to meet them at the local convenience store to buy that and just kick the shit out of them. Like,
it's complete price gouging. Yeah, I think I've got a bottle of 500 Tylenol here at the studio. So if you guys need some or just want to split it up,
we're talking all this smack. I wonder if Donnie's probably got like 27 cases of toilet paper. What? You know, you can't blame it on your wife, Donnie. Like,
I can tell you what Donnie does have is he's probably got a lot of children's Tylenol liquid form there. So in suppositories too. You got the Tylenol suppositories from when the kids were a baby, because you have to use like 27 of them to knock out your fever. So yeah,
which brings up a whole nother question, but we won't get into that. What you do on your own time's your own business, buddy.
Exactly. Don't ask, don't tell. Just show up to the emergency room. Man, I can't poop. Well, why? My buddy said to put Tic Tacs in my rear end and it'll make it go away. And when I put the Tic Tacs in there, it made it clamp down. I can't open my butthole anymore.
I got 27 Tylenol suppositories crammed up there. You got 7 pounds of Tylenol suppositories in your bunghole, bud.
And you know you got to keep those things cold or frozen. So
I would think you would think the body heat, as soon as the body heat hits them, though, that starts.
Yeah, it'll heat them up.
Them up.
Yeah, they're glycerin based, and it'll just kind of let loose. You might get a little dribble out the out the backside if you happen to fart, it's going to be like blowing up a balloon, sticking it underwater and letting it go. But
you know what I should have looked at when I was at Walmart yesterday? Because I saw the toilet paper the aisle was done. It was a wrap. There was no toilet paper. Right. I should have seen what the Depends looked like.
Well, it depends.
Well, I'm saying, dude, that's where the money's at. I'm just gonna start getting cases of Depends, and I'm not gonna worry about it.
Out of toilet paper, we got plenty of pants here you can shit yourself in. Just shit yourself. Don't worry about toilet paper.
Adapt and overcome. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I've got one of the old shower hoses. You know how everybody
like a cheap man's bidet.
Like what?
A cheap man's bidet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can rig one of those up to be it'd be cold water. It's not going to be hot water, but
well, I'm not doing it for comfort. I'm doing it just to be clean. And I don't need one of those. I'll just run the garden hose in the window and put that little gun sprayer on the end of it. Boom. Let the magic happen.
You know, it'll feel just like it did when you first water skied and come down and took that first water enema. Or maybe the first time you went down that stupid slide at Big Splash and it shoved your bathing suit up your crack. That was good times back then too. I remember when
there was always like 17 dudes at the bottom of that slide waiting for those chicks to get off of it.
Oh, you know damn well why.
Well, yeah, because I was like 13. I was like 13 years old. Those chicks come ripping down that slide. I don't know how many chicks got their top just smooth ripped off by that slide.
Mm-hmm. It's great. It's great. That was, and you can't call it underage porn when you're 13 years old.
I was just a victim of circumstance.
Yeah, just a victim of circumstance at that point. Now, if you're 50 years old and you're standing at the end of the slide, okay, you're a little creepy.
They kick us out of there every time.
A little creepy, but nonetheless, that sounds really good right now. And I guarantee you that place is probably not going to open.
Dude, I mean, that's just it, man. If people, 14 days, 21 days, whatever they decide, if people would just hunker down and get through it, we could get a handle on this thing and go back to living normal.
Yeah. We could literally be done with it in 2 months if you'd hunker down for 21 days. 2 months.
And the government's getting ready to try to give you some money. Like, what's the downside of this?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to know. We and my apologies to Beans, man, because I haven't been able to catch up on the Marco going on. But that'd be interesting to know. What is England doing? Anything like that?
Yeah.
Are they trying to help their people with some cash like that?
I don't think the cash part. At least he hadn't said anything yet. But they are, don't go out unless you have to. Thing.
They're telling them kind of to self isolate.
Well, yeah, and and Beans, he runs a big grocery store. So,
did you see that they captured the world record, the Guinness Book of World Records?
I did, and yeah, let's just totally give a shout out to Beans and all his crew. they had a goal to shoot 3,600 doubles in 24 hours to beat the world record that they used to own that somebody else beat, and now they got it back again. And they got it back again with not 3,600, not 3,700, not even 3,800 like you may be thinking. I sound like the guy trying to sell the
Well, that's where I
sell
was
the
going to
air
stop,
fryer.
3,800.
Yeah, 5,538 doubles. That's a
Oh,
double every
smashed
15 seconds. They smashed it. And
And they raised a lot of money for charity.
yeah, they had a benefactor come in and say whatever you basically whatever you make in donations, will match it, kind of thing, and or how we'll give you a pound for every double that you throw. So I mean that's 5,538 pounds. That's what, $6,000 American dollars,
Well, I mean,
6,500.
You talking about something for the greater good, man.
Oh, totally for the
that's
greater
awesome.
good, and it all went for the Great Ormond Street Hospital. I
Man,
guess
how cool is that, dude? How cool is that?
it's way cooler than anything we've done. We haven't gone out to set a world record, and we haven't given what amounts to be about $15,000 to a hospital.
No, I wish we could. I mean,
Oh, be a lot cooler if we did.
it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Like, dude, I mean, hell, I just wish I had some masks to donate to a hospital. I saw a deal today that people have been panic buying bleach so much that there's places in the country that hospitals don't have enough bleach for where they need to be disinfecting places.
Well, I can tell you right now that the hospital, or not the hospital, but the Indian clinic in Veneta, because Shandy deals with the pharmacy stuff there, they're needing masks bad.
Yeah, see?
And they have to reserve the masks for just personnel only, and whoever comes in sick, and then they have to spend 2 hours before they go home basically disinfecting the entire clinic.
Well, and dude, you know what? You said something earlier that I can't get it out of my dome. You said if I ended up in the hospital, if things keep going this way, if I ended up in the hospital, chance that there won't be a ventilator for me.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
That's terrifying. I mean, that's scary shit.
I saw the news, because I did watch the news today. Saw the news that there's about 160,000 ventilators in hospitals across the U.S. Okay.
Oh, really? I thought there would be more than that.
Well, the government has about 10,000, maybe a little bit more, but that's just about it. And people are forecasting that if this thing is at its worst, we may need 1 million ventilators.
So you're talking about 15. We have 15% of what would be needed.
Yeah, in a worst case scenario. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is a deal where we need to think about worst case scenarios are very real.
Yeah. Last week we were laughing at it. This
Yeah.
week, not so funny.
Well, I'll tell you, Johnny Simo, he he keeps checking in, and he's still, this isn't that big of a deal, and this and that. I mean, it looks like it's becoming a big like.
Yeah, he did put up a funny meme. Some people probably wouldn't find it funny, but he and his buddy are sitting on the tailgate of a pickup with their shotguns, and he's kind of holding up this pack of toilet paper like it's a turkey, and
Like it's a trophy.
Yeah, I got this trophy pack, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I laughed. I belly laughed in my office to where people were like, "Hey, what?" Because I saw it yesterday. What's so funny? Oh, come here. I'll show you.
The good thing about that, though, is I think we do, as a whole, need to keep try to keep a little bit of a sense of humor of this. Like, maybe that'll cut down on some of the pandemonium. Well,
there's
laugh when you can.
There's
Take care
lots of
each other.
pandemonium going on right now all over the world, especially all over the United States. That has nothing to do with COVID-19.
What's it got to do with it?
Well, Dak Prescott got the franchise tag thrown on him in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Amari Cooper turned down a bigger paycheck with the Redskins to stay in Dallas, but he's still getting like $100 million for over several years. Jason Witten is now going to be the tight end for the Raiders. Yeah.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders at that. There's lots of moves. Tom Brady saying adios.
Tom Brady got on Twitter and said goodbye to the Patriots.
Yep. Adios, Patriot. So I guess he's becoming an ex-Patriot.
Oh,
Ba-da-pow.
good one. They, life is still happening. I mean, not by normal standards, but there's still moves being made in our society.
And it looks like President Trump's going to be sending Americans checks in the mail.
I just wish I knew who was going to. What I'm really getting at is, am I? Like that's what. Let's just get down to it.
You're not getting one?
No, I'm asking. Am I going to?
Oh, well,
Do self-employed people get them?
well, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do they figure out who's getting one and who's not?
Don't know, because they said the millionaires are not going to get them. So.
Yeah, but didn't you tell me that's a very small percentage?
Oh, it is. It's less than 1% of the population. The rich, the richest people in America, from millionaires on up, are less than 1% of the population.
So I wonder who. Like, I wonder how they're going to do that. That's man. They talk about a giant to-do list.
Yeah, I don't know. They just sent out the census stuff. I've got that done and sent back in
Already?
Yeah, got that over with, out of the way. Don't want no people knocking on my door. They'll probably get a gun in their face.
Mine's actually sitting inside.
Oh, it is? Yeah. It's actually, this is one of the
calendar.
easiest census forms I've ever had to fill out. And I've filled out probably, I think, 3 of them in my existence as an adult. And this one by far is the easiest.
Is it?
Yeah, they didn't want to know any extra crap. They just want to know about you.
Putting it off, though.
Yeah, they just want to know about you, and if it's you and the nurse, it's going to take you 5 minutes to fill it.
Really?
Yeah, she's going to have to be there because you're going to ask her a couple of questions, like, does she have any Irish or Scottish or whatever?
Oh, any of that stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't even get into income levels or anything.
Huh? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was easy to fill out. I opened it up and I was like, oh, Jesus, I don't want to do this. And I was like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
this is easy. This is easy.
Hey, let me tease something for a second.
Sure.
I've got an episode of the Shriner. I don't know why I keep saying that. The Shiner Chronicles coming out probably the weekend. That's going to be pretty good. That addresses this COVID-19 pandemonium.
Yeah,
I've had more fun working on this episode of the vlog than any of them I've done before. This has been a good time. Like I told you earlier, if somebody would ever told me, hey, you're going to end up shooting a B-roll sequence of cleaning products, I'd have called them a liar. But that happened. So it's pretty dope, man. I can't wait to get it up on YouTube.
Yeah, what are you going to call it?
I'm kind of in that stage. I don't know yet. I don't really know yet. But dude, I was literally like Googling pictures of COVID-19. Like I needed a 3D image of COVID-19. I've actually found a really
when you know why they call it a coronavirus? A corona or crown? It looks on the outside looks like a crown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
it's not a beer.
But yeah, I've had a ball this week, and I guess if we're going to be hunkered down, I may put out a couple episodes a week because I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, you may run out of stuff to talk about B-roll wise because you're going to be indoors, but let me B-roll microphones.
Yeah, I mean, oh, dude, it was some of the shots of these cleaning products are kind of funny, but
you got the sweeping. Body.
Oh yeah, there's some panning going on. There's some sweeping. We start out wide and we go in close and get in between some. It's awesome.
Got the drone out and flew it backwards to the corner of the room and then came into a close shot. And right before I exploded the propeller on the chair.
Some rack focusing going on some disinfecting spray. And I did light up. I did completely black out my kitchen. And like I told you, I got that little aperture light now. And that thing's handy as all get out. And I used that and backlit some spray coming out of some cleaning solution and slowed it down to slow motion. It was
micro dots. I bet that's pretty cool. Micro drops.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man.
That's kind of genius, actually.
Oh, dude, I got creative with this.
Well, I don't know if we're going to be having any more guests here at the house. But, I suppose if somebody does get COVID-19 here, they can just go out to the RV, live in the RV.
Oh yeah, you can isolate them out there, huh?
Yeah. So that's plan number 2. And then we have a ton of alcohol